Hello everyone, welcome to the video presentation on machine drawing 15M in 34D for third semester diploma mechanical engineering from the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. So myself Mohammad Imran, lecturer, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Karwar. So in the earlier classes we have discussed about various views of drawing, three views of drawing hexagonal headed bolts with a view across flat and view across corner. After that we have studied three views of the square headed bolt with a view across flat and view across corner. Today we will end up this unit with some of the applications, some uses, from the definition, and at the end I will tell you how to draw the cylindrical headed or cheese headed bolts with all the nomenclatures or dimensions. So before ending to start with that cylindrical bolt, we will study the basic things of the bolts. I told you that in the beginning class, the bolt is a cylindrical piece with a head on one end and threaded on the other end. So it is used to join one or more mating parts with temporarily. I told you the threaded fasteners, these bolts and nuts will come under threaded fasteners. These are some temporary joints. These are temporary joints. What is temporary joint means? You can remove the joints for maintenance purpose or any rework purpose. So where you can use threaded fasteners. Permanent joint means welding and rivets. So where we cannot remove the components, mating components for maintenance. Only we have to destroy the components. To remove the component, you have to break the welding or break the rivets. Then only we will get the components separated. So that is permanent kind of joints. So the threaded fasteners comes under permanent joints. So here we are discussing about bolts. We have types of bolts: hexagonal headed bolts, square headed bolts, cylindrical or cheese headed bolts, cub headed bolts, T-headed bolts, countersink headed bolts, hook bolt, headed tapered bolt, eye bolt and snackle bolt. From the syllabus point of view, you have hexagonal headed bolt, square headed bolt, cylindrical or cheese headed bolts and eye bolts. So the particular type of bolts have particular application. If you consider hexagonal headed bolt, it is most commonly used in all the places. So you can find anywhere in the hexagonal headed bolts. What is hexagonal headed bolts means? The end of the bolt head is in the hexagonal shape, that is 6 faces. If the end of the bolt head is in the square face, then it is called as square bolt, and if it is cylindrical, it is called as cylindrical bolt. So I told you the hexagonal headed bolts, where it is used, application. So hexagonal headed bolts, it is used in the places where regularly we cannot go to the places for tightening and loosening. For example, structures means we cannot regularly go and separate the mating parts for maintenance. So in that cases we use hexagonal headed bolts, because we can remove the 60 degree, we have to rotate 60-degree rotation by the spanner to get the other face. So in a critical condition, so in any place if you have to loosen, we will get 6 faces. So if you compare to the square bolt, we have only 4 faces. So that is if you use a places where we cannot go easily for removing the mating parts, we cannot use a square headed bolt, because it requires 90-degree rotation. So whereas this hexagonal headed bolts requires 60-degree rotation. 6 divided by 360, that is 60-degree rotation. So you can easily find this application of hexagonal bolted head in structures. Whereas come to the square headed bolts, it provides perfect spanner grip. You can see the two plates are perfectly 90 degrees. So we get good contact surface also. The contact surface is heavy more in square headed bolts. Square headed bolts, we have contact angle of, you get two full faces of contact, that is 90, 90, 180 degree of contact surface with the spanner, whereas in case of hexagonal headed bolt we get only two faces, that is 60 degree, 60 degree, only 120 degree of contact surface we get in the spanners. So compared to the square head bolts are used where we can easily go to the places to remove the, that means it is open. So openly we can go, there is no obstruction to maintain the parts or to remove the parts. For example, railway bridge, railway tracks, you can see the square headed bolts in the railway tracks where we can openly go and to tighten and loosen the parts. So we can see that there is a if anything happened we can maintain easily. So in the railway applications, railways, we can see the square headed bolts. So about the cylindrical or cheese headed bolts are used where it is impossible for a person to go to the place to tighten or loosen with the help of spanner. We cannot go to the places in that, once it is bolted we cannot go to that position, it is very complicated position, a very inside position. In that places we use cylindrical headed bolts because we don't need to require tighten with the spanner, since it is a cylindrical surface. The spanner you cannot use at all, and also it is locked by a lock pin. So once it is locked, its rotation is automatically locked. So it is used where it is difficult to, where the user of the spanner holding, it is widely used in connecting rod and eccentrics. This type of bolts are cylindrical bolts are used in crosshead, connecting rod and eccentrics. The rotation of these bolts are controlled by a pin which is inserted into a snug provided in the shank of the bolt. So these are some applications or difference between the, we can say the difference between these particular kinds of bolts. So when come to the cylindrical headed bolt, we have the formula. Assume that the diameter is given as D equals to nominal diameter 20 millimeter. So thickness of the head, there is no nut here, you have to keep it in mind, there is no nut for cylindrical or cheese headed bolt. The 3D view of a cheese headed bolt we can see here like this. This is the 3D view of a cylindrical or cheese headed bolt. This head is cylindrical. So you have a pin here, see here, this pin will be inserted into the shank of the bolt near to the head. So this will avoid the rotation of the bolt. So if it is inserted, then the bolt will not tighten or loosen by itself. No, tightens you have to press the every time you have to use the spanner, but for loosening it will not loosen. It will not loosen automatically. So let comes to the design of cylindrical headed bolts. The diameter D equals to, it will be given in the problem. So with the dimension you have to design the other dimension, like thickness of the bolt head equals to 0.8 times the diameter, that is 0.8 into 20 mm equals to 16 millimeter. Diameter of the head is, diameter of the bolt head, assume that the diameter is given as 20 mm. So diameter of the bolt head will become 1.5 times the diameter, that will become 1.5 into 20 mm 30 mm. If this diameter varies, accordingly the other dimension varies. Then the pin, dimension of the pin, diameter of the pin, diameter of the pin equals to 0.4 times the d, 0.4 times the d, that is if d is given as 20 mm here in our problem, it will become 0.4 into 20 0.4 into 8 mm, 8 millimeter, and the length of the pin equals to length of the pin equals to 0.12 d, become 0.12 times the 20 mm, 0.12 into 20 equals to 2.4 millimeters length of the pin. Sorry, this is the length of the pin formula, and this will be the diameter of the pin. Length of the pin will be 8 mm, diameter of the pin will be 0.12 d is 2.4 mm. The pin will be like this. This diameter, according to our problem, nominal dia, it is diameter of this pin is 2.44 mm and the 2.4 mm, and this length is got 8 mm. Okay. This completes the design of the cylindrical headed bolts. Which begin with the drawing. Begin with the axis line. Diameter is given as 20 mm, 10 mm below, 10 mm above. Length of the bolt is given as 120 mm. So 120 mm. Here there is no chamfer, there is no core diameter, there is no threads at all. So only you have to draw this much only cylinder, simple cylinder. So diameter of the bolt head is 1.5 times the diameter, that is 30 mm. So 15 mm above, 15 mm below. And the thickness of the bolt we got 16 mm bolt head. Thickness of the bolt head is 16 mm. Draw 16 mm thickness. Draw the side view for this. Sideways 30 mm diameter circle you have to draw for this. Thirty. And the nominal dia is D is 20 mm dia, another circle. This for this circle is for this, and this diameter is for this. Then you have to draw a pin here, this portion, at the end of the bolt head, at the beginning of the shank. So we have got the dimensions. Length of the pin is 8 mm, diameter of the pin is 2.4 mm. dia, measure 2.4 approximately, and you keep half portion of pin upside and half portion of pin inside the shank, half portion upside of this. So that means we have got the length of the pin is 8 mm. So keep 4 mm below and 4 mm above here. This is the pin. This pin prevents the rotation of the cylindrical headed bolt. Inside portion is, you cannot see, erase it. Now you draw the top view for this. Top view will remain same. Like this. Draw the top view, project this. end of the bolt, project till this. This is the top view. Now left with the top view of a snug or pin. Then project this, draw the axis first. Since it is in the center, we have see correctly exactly here. We can see the key here, pin portion exactly here, again with 2.4 mm. Approximately we will draw this. This is the projection of the pin. You can see here. This is the pin, you can see at this center. So dimension for this, make the dimensions. This is a 0.8 times the diameter. We got 16 mm. Length of the bolt goes to 120 millimeter. The diameter of the bolt head, this one, 1.5 times the diameter, that is 30 millimeter. So remaining is the length of the key, this one, and the diameter of the key. This is the length of the key is 0.4D. 0.4D, that means 8 millimeter, and this is the diameter, it is 0.1D, 0.12D. This is 2.4 millimeter. This completes the three views of the hexagonal headed three views of the cylindrical headed bolt or cheese headed bolt. So this completes this chapter. So this unit. So in the next coming classes, we discuss the third unit, that is rivets. In that we have to study types of rivet. What is rivet? It is a permanent type of joint, and types of rivet: butt and lap joint, single rivet lap joint, double riveted lap joint, and single riveted lap joint with a single cover plate, and double riveted lap joint with a double cover plate. All this will be covered in the coming classes, next classes. So up to that, thank you one and all. Thank you for your cooperation. Myself, Muhammad Imran, lecturer, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Karwar. Thank you for giving me such opportunity to make a video for students, and I'm very glad, and I thank one and all for all the department task force team, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, and all the supporting staff who has guided me to do this and motivated me to do this. I'll congratulate all of from the bottom of my heart. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.